Hello cousins, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Big Mama Cooks and I have an Instagram page where I post recipes all the time at Big Mama Cooks _. Today we have the second Semana Santa recipe, and this is the classic arroz con leche or arroz con dulce. This is going to be the second dessert on the lineup. Let's get right to it. All of the ingredients will be listed in the bottom bar, but I want to give you a snapshot of what we're working with. We have 2 cups of washed rice, some raisins, that's optional. We have some vanilla, cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, a can of coconut milk, some salt, a can of evaporated milk, 1 of sweetened condensed milk, 5 cups of water, a lime peel, and we also have some optional brown sugar. Now, on a large pot going on medium-high heat, I'm adding in my 5 cups of water, and I'm adding in the lime peel, 2 cinnamon sticks, and I'm going to say 6 or 7 cloves. I'm going to let that come to a boil, and as soon as the water comes to a boil, I'm going to add in my rice. Then I'm going to lower the flame to medium, and I'm going to cover my pot for 15 to 20 minutes or until the rice absorbs most of the water. At this point, this is when the rice becomes to soften up. At the end of those 15-20 minutes, it was closer to 20 minutes, I'm going to come in and remove the lime peel so it doesn't become bitter, and I'm going to lower the flame to very low because at this point we're going to start building our arroz con leche. You see how thick this rice is? This is exactly what we want. Next, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add in my full can of coconut milk. I think this can is 13 ounces. That's what I saw. I'm going to mix this up and then I'm going to add in the full can of sweetened condensed milk. Get a spatula and get all up in there. We're going to use everything that's in there. Next, we're going to use half a can of evaporated milk, just half of the can, and a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla, and then as much or as many raisins as your heart desires. I only used about 2 tablespoons of raisins. I'm going to mix everything up together. That color you see spreading, that was the vanilla, and I'm going to taste test. At this point, I realized I needed a little more sugar, so I added in half a cup of brown sugar. I prefer to use brown sugar because it has a deeper molassy taste that pairs so well with this recipe. I'm going to mix that up really well, and then I'm going to cover my pot for 25 minutes on medium-low heat. Set a timer for 25 minutes, cover up your pot, and we'll be right back. When your timer goes off at the end of those 25 minutes, our arroz con leche has thickened up, but it's still milky. It should still be milky because as this cools, this begins to thicken up and it begins to dry up. So you want extra milky consistency so that when it dries, you have some milk at the bottom of your arroz con leche cup. And give yourself a pat on the back, cousin, because if you made it to this point, you just made arroz con leche. If it was your first time, I bet you it was delicious. Now, these containers you see here, just like the habichuelas con dulce, you know what this means. It's time to give these out to family members. Your mom, your mother-in-law, your neighbor, your cousin, your sister, everyone wants some arroz con leche. Allow your arroz con leche to cool for 2 or 3 hours in the fridge before serving, unless you like yours warmed, and serve with some powdered cinnamon over the top and some extra raisins. That is classic serving style. I tried my arroz con leche after it was cooling for only an hour because I am impatient that way, and it was absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, cousin. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.